Hey everybody, this is Ahdoom coming back to you again with another exciting episode of Let's Play Darkest Dungeons, where we plunge the depths below our Castle Grand to find a way of redeeming our family honor and expunging the vile crapulence that dwells beneath. In our last episode, we climbed out of a bit of a financial hole. This time around, we're ready to actually do some damage with a boss bash going after the Wizened Hag, in which we get something quite good for our leopard, despite the fact that, my god, his healing received becomes absolutely terrible if we ever actually use it, but crit and speed is definitely something that's advantageous to a heavy hitter. Some crests, some deeds, and a decent pile of cash. You'll notice that our party makeup is slightly different. Wizened Hag occupies position 3 and 4 in the back ranks, and we need people that actually hit that, which means our normal party composition would be utterly useless. There are many sick jokes about bringing a leper to a hag fight, and I do not feel like being the butt of one of them today. In the meantime, we have a Vestal, a Jester. Again, this is my newbie crutch, and I'm going to keep using it until you start to laugh at me. Man-at-Arms equipped with a couple of back ranks abilities, as well as a Hellion recently acquired with gorgeous Iron Swan, as well as an Adrenal Rush, which should give us some decently balanced out abilities. Might actually swap out the Barbaric Yop for if it bleeds. Not able to remember if the Wizened Hag currently rocks a bleed resist, but no matter, we'll figure that out as we go. I will do a little bit of trinket dropping here and show you some of the choices that I'm making. First and foremost, we need to make sure that we're dropping the heal charm on our Lobby Vestal, as well as potentially just a little bit of extra padding in terms of hit points for her. On the Jester that I'm expecting to use as predominantly a bleed damager, I want to increase my chance of crit potentially. What skills are these though? This is a melee, this is a melee. Yeah, look, I don't mind actually dropping, as much as this is a common one, additional accuracy for melee skills. That's pretty much everything that I use for damage, so that's great. As well as potentially something else, but make up my mind when we come back to it. Protection and less damage, that's a good question. Do need some protection on my front row people, especially if they get put in the stew, so I will take the damage hit. What I will do though is look at ways of increasing dodges where appropriate. Probably will drop the additional crit and dodge here just because. Drop the additional dodge and stress reduction on our friendly Man-at-Arms as well as a dodge stone. His speed will be non-existent, which is going to be a problem, but he has a chance to avoid things, which is critical. On the Jester, we'll drop a health stone and give him 3 extra HP in exchange for 1 less speed, and that's the trinkets all trunked up. Just do a quick double check that we have the abilities that we want. That looks sort of right. Let's provision up and get going. Now, what do we need? Let's take the 1 skeleton key, the 1 holy water, 2 shovels, a stack of torches, and 3 in case it's a slightly longer dungeon, food, and 4 in case we need it. And then we get to hum and ha about whether we're going to bring any anti-bleed or anti-venoms, but I'm going to say this is fine just the way it is. Let's get in there.
I collected many rare and elusive volumes on ancient herbal properties, and was set to enjoy several weeks immersed in comfortable study. My work was interrupted, however, by a singularly striking young woman who insisted on repeated calls to the house.
Striking? I'm looking at her right now, and she's striking in a certain way.
There is method in the wild corruption here. It bears a form both wretched and malevolent.
So I'm going to take a wild guess that the hag is over here. Yep. If she's not, well, I've got some torches, I guess. Radiant light to 100. First bash. Let's see how we go. Dodge the push. Take that. And a bleed. But little to no damage. We will, though, drop a party buff. Trying to make sure that we buff our speed so we don't have to take any more last action of the rounds. Certainly look at dropping a stun as well, not for the torch necessarily, but just to start to get back game control.
Right. The promise of safety.
That's a turn denied. Very nice. Chance to kill is limited. Chance to knock back and stun is actually pretty good. Not that it's going to be necessarily incredibly useful. What we'll do instead is activate a riposte, because ripostes are amazing. Mark ourselves as well to make sure that he's the one that's taking the damage, and start dropping some actual hits down range. Now, first thing we get out of this is going to be our Jester, who could take care of some stress, or he could just make sure that we have one less action to deal with. Very nice. Next action we have is going to be on the Highman, who I think I'm going to try and do some damage with. Are we close enough to get the kill? Yes, we absolutely are. So it's really only one person left to really worry about. No possibility of doing any meaningful damage here beyond a wicked hack. Probably have to take an attack from this guy. Well, maybe not. That's a no. Fantastic. So I think we've got this cleaned up. If we want to, we could faff. Or at least, you know, take one turn to reduce the stress level of one character. And I guess clean things up. Nice, critical.
Destroy them all.
And a bit more stress taken care of. That's an interesting thing for the Man at Arms. That's 4 dodge without penalty. Stun resist, move resist I can live with. Let's give you back your speed. Excellent. Alright, carrying on. Quick inventory juggle, and let's press on through. This is a troubling effigy, which I cannot remember what a troubling effigy does, so I'll refer back to Karamazula's. Whoops, ignore that YouTube page, ignore that render page. Oh, it's so embarrassing. Wicked effigy, wicked effigy, wicked effigy. Troubling effigy, there it is. Positive quirk. I wouldn't mind a positive quirk. Who needs positive quirks? That Jester is going to go far. He's going to be used a lot. But let's give the positive quirk to the Vestal. Okay, increased bleed resist. That's actually very useful, especially if we spend any time in the cove. I hate giant crabs.
Spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
90% chance. Say 90% chance to some. Can't miss this, but no. These things can happen. I would need a shovel to take care of this, and I have 2, but I don't want to waste it, or do I? I need money. Let's go.
Wealth beyond measure, awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
Thanks, narrator. And carrying on. Okay, 2 tanks and 1 supporter. Let's do an all-over debuff here. Their dodge and speed being reduced is critical to making sure we've got a stronger first round. That speed should also help out if I can get this stun done. Nice. Minimal damage. A dodge in entirety. Fantastic. And what's your bleed resist? Your bleed resist is actually pretty low. Let's take advantage of that, shall we? Nice, critical. Bleed of 2 because you aren't incredibly upgraded. Let's try and compensate there by helping things out. Alright, definitely dead. Drop another bleed here since you're already carrying one. It's 5 damage next turn, and with this crush, well, not quite far enough, unfortunately, but I could press things through with...
The way is lit.
Okay, so he's dead. If not this turn, then next. And without having done me any damage, which is the critical thing, I get 1 attack taken from their team at the stage, and that's 5 damage. Could use a heal on the Man at Arms, and I think I will. Excellent critical. Excellent heal. And let's do a little bit of faffing. Just a smidge. Just a smidge. Go for the crushing kill. Not quite. 1 life left. He'll get a free hit. But I'm not too worried about 4 damage. 1 more de-stress here, putting us into 1 square territory, which is where I like to stay if I can at all help it. And let's do a humiliating kill. If we only need 1 damage, let's just do it. Bit of change, bit of food, all good all around. Get a map for our trouble. Ah, I need a shovel. I shouldn't have spent that shovel on treasure. Or I should have brought more shovels.
A victim to the spreading corruption.
They're just shovels and keys. Shovels and keys are so expensive, I kind of hope to get them from the environment rather than have to spend money on them. But, you know, you can't get what you want every time. Let's hope I can pick up a shovel somewhere along the way and not have to take any damage. But if I do, I do.
Otherworldly corruption.
Disarmed. And pressing on.
In Radiance, may we find victory.
I think I'm going to have to start bringing more torches to these things. Again, like, I don't have to stay in high radiance all the time. I just feel safer when I do. Which sounds a bit silly, I know, but, you know. What am I doing? What am I doing? I'm checking for disease resistance for that. Oh, very nice disease resistance. Except you're a curious person, but nothing bad came of it, so, you know, no harm, no foul. Pressing on into our battle. 2 stressors, 2 tanks, all very manageable. First things first, let's buff speed, accuracy, and crit so we do insane damage, and quickly. Drop a stun here, deny this person a turn. Not too worried about damage taken, but I am worried about the bigger macro things. Let's try and take down your nice. Okay, debuffs on almost all of them. We'll try and get the back row with an Iron Swan. Remote chance saying there's a remote chance I'll get the kill, but sometimes RNG just smiles on you. Sweet! Okay, so back row isn't going to do me any good. I could drop a bleed here with a chance of 2 extra, which might well be the ticket for me. Not quite unfortunate, but I could be able to follow up with the Jester to secure the kill. Glorious. And we can look at a party heal, or we can just drop a heal where it's most needed, which I'm going to say is the Hellion. Just because. Might well be time at the stage to try and drop a stun on someone, or I can try and reduce your dodge and speed even further. Not that that's going to make a huge amount of difference. Instead, what I'll do is activate a riposte, because riposte is awesome. With that markdown, hopefully they'll attack me, and they do. I'm just going to need to focus some healing on the Highwayman, but that's what he's there for. Nice dodge. Stress levels aren't anything to worry about, so I will drop another bleed on this chappy here, who is dead next turn. Time for a heal, and it's a 5. I can live a 5. Potentially look at getting a stun on the front row, if I can. Nope, that's a resist, so let's just wail on you the old-fashioned way. Great dodge. Dead by bleed. And let's take the time to faff, because we can. Okay, drop that heal in. And go for the finishing blow with the Hellion. Job's done.
Seize this momentum.
Quick shuffle and pick up a Hellion chest. Oh! Forgot to use a key. That was silly of me. Oh well. Pressing on. Couple of hounds. Might get some bleeds and diseases. Hoping to avoid diseases. Hoping to avoid diseases. Chance for an insta-kill is very remote.
Be gone, fiend.
Okay, let's try and drop the stun in place. Just because. And again. Okay. Right.
Another abomination.
We seem to be doing comfortably well here. Can probably afford to spend a turn faffing if we needed to, which we don't, but I have limited other options, so there you go. Probably use a Vestal for a party heal if this doesn't work out. To dodge. So, let's do that party heal. Whoa! Okay, that was nice. And now hopefully, well, I was going to say hopefully finish him, but clearly not. Got the dodge though, so things are functionally done and dusted. Alright, shuffle back and press on. Now, I could walk into a boss bash with damage.
You must rely on flesh and indefatigable purpose.
But I don't have to. I can walk backwards, I can camp, and I will. I will. I will play the long game.
In the dark, the battle may yet be won.
It may seem somewhat frivolous to waste a camp on just a little bit of stress, but it's about the buffs. It's about the buffs. It's about the buffs or companions. Damage and crit chance. Yes, I want that. Self. Yes, damage and crit chance. Accuracy and dodge. Yes, please. No spare change. Let's rest and hopefully not be ambushed. Nope, we're good to go. So, let's press on to where I have a strong suspicion I will find myself a hag. How am I failing 90% checks?
The trap maker's art. His efficacy on
what now?
his own eyes.
You are a ruminator. Less stress healed. Okay. Okay. Get in here and see whether it's... Yep, guessed right.
A slathering testament to the powers of corruption.
Dodge? No, okay. So I can try and save the... It's 14. Can probably take it out with alacrity, while also dropping some bleeds here and there. Yeah, I think what's your stun resistance? Nothing. All right, let's get you out because I definitely need my Hellion to make this all work. And good dodges. Just need one hit from the... There you go, out you go. Out you go, Hellion. Out you go. That Iron Swan that I was talking about. Yeah, you be you. You do you. I like that. I like that a lot. So, again, this is 4 bleed, which is a better bleed in context, so let's drop it. Currently carrying 7 bleed damage across the board. Probably want to drop a heal on the Hellion, just because she's spent a bit of time stewing. Pun intended. Back? Really? Can you resist that? Nope. Okay. What are my odds of getting her out in the first hit? Slim to none. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. But this hag is going down relatively painlessly. Good dodge on part of the jester. Fewer dodges that time, but I'm not worried as yet. I am getting slightly concerned though by the state of the Hellion. Yep, that's half her life gone. So let's do something about it. Back up by 6. This feels somewhat repetitive, but there we go. This could well be the end. Nope. Good dodge, old lady. You certainly look striking, as it was described. Let's drop that final bleed through, and I think the next turn she's a goner. Done and done. And done. Speedstone and Leper. No, I'm going to keep going, thank you, because my inventory could use some padding with glittering gold. So that worked out quite well. Again, I had the right party composition. I could take action in response to the boss's main ability, being throwing my people into a giant pot of cannibal stew. People are weird. They're always like, hey, come over, hang out. You know, like crawl into my pot of cannibal stew. I'm striking. Anyway, this game is quite lovely, really. The artwork is fantastic. The voice acting is amazing, and I get really into the game. You know, I develop a bond, attachment to my characters, and then see them be flayed alive in strange and horrible ways. It's fun. It's fun. Buff a torch and pick up a freebie. Very nice. Carry on and grab a little bit of small change. And into a curio battle with Radiant Light fully up. Probably going to take the opportunity here to do some party heals, because these guys are relative lobies, but they will do some damage, and hopefully, well, they'll hopefully not do me any diseases. Will up my party speed though, because I like acting first. Whether that actually works out or not is an open question. So I've taken 1 bleed at the stage, which, you know, isn't great. Let's reduce their dodge and speed, and they all took that. Okay, quite a few bleeds going around, but they're no match for my epic party heal. Now I could spend the turn buffing myself and getting rid of that bleed, but I'm honestly not too worried about it, and I like killing things, so let's do that instead. And try it again, unless anyone's carrying like an insane amount of stress. No, not at all. And you are dead next turn, which is just lovely. We'll drop a... if it bleeds, right here. Doesn't even need to bleed. It just dies. There's something in that, you know. If it bleeds, it dies. It's a quote somewhere. Someone remind me, help me out. Anyway, time for the party heal. Off we go, and that's functionally 12 heal, which is, you know, perfectly fine. Oh! That was relatively stressful.
Gently. This is how a life is taken.
But you know, he can take care of that. That's really not a problem. Might just do a focused heal. No, another party heal will do the job. It's wasted on the highwayman, but as long as I'm getting 4s, I really don't care, to be honest. It's all good all the time. And we've cleaned up and earned ourselves a very, very tidy pile of rubles as well. I'm going to leave behind that 50 because I might have to make some difficult choices, and 50 is not a difficult choice in the grand scheme of things. So what does stack? That 500 is going to be something that's going to haunt me. I could give up torches for the remaining 1, 2, 3 rooms, and I'm in a pretty good place to be able to do that. I could also drop a citrine and risk losing out on a little bit of money if I pick up a few other curios. I think it's the citrine I'm going to drop because it's always what I drop. Citrines kind of suck. Could also get rid of the medicinal herbs. They aren't hugely useful here, but we'll see how things play out. See what I was saying about citrines before? I could try and like make my money back on the medicinal herbs, but actually that's not a bad idea. I'm acting too late, but yeah, it's not a bad idea. I'm going to come to regret that, like, almost instantly, I'm sure. I'm going to come to regret it almost instantly. Alright, let's boost a torch. Let's just go straight for kills at this stage, because this is a fairly low B party that should be able to mop up without any incident whatsoever. I will still take the opportunity for a party heal. Only a functional 6, which kind of sucks, but there we go. And last but not least, off with you. Great!
This expedition at least promises success.
Alright, time to throw out the torches. Again, just know I'm going to have to make some pretty heavy upgrades soon, and I really need the cash. Even if I wasn't a naturally greedy person, I would still need the cash. Stack those up there. Use that holy water for a buff. And press on. No torch left, of course, so I just need to move on in shadow. Only one corridor of room left to go. Oh, that holy water would have been so useful. Oh well. Live and you learn. Live and you learn. Let's debuff these guys' speed. Only took on 2, but these are the guys that do me the most damage typically, so I'm happy to let that ride. We'll do a torch buff and a stun. Do a torch buff, as I was saying. We'll buff my own speed at this stage as well, because clearly I'm not getting the accuracy of the critical hits that I need. Drop a Iron Swan on the back row for not quite a kill, which is slightly frustrating, but there you go. A little bit of bleed damage, but this could well be my last battle, so I'm not too worried. That stress, though, is kind of deeply concerning. So I do not like to leave with that much under any circumstances. Okay, let's try and buff that down as much as we can. Superb. Can we do anything more to debuff these guys? I can... 2... Maximum damage of 2... Meh. Sure, why not? Alright, that worked. 1 dead. Debuffs for everyone. How wonderful. Let's drop the Wicked Hack in position 2. Probably follow on with the kill. Very nice. Take a bit of stress on the Vestal, but nothing we can't handle. Again, possibly a bleed. Yep, but again, nothing to be concerned about in any way, shape, or form. Let's just keep working down that stress. You're down onto 20 clean, you're on 29. Let's drop the stun, because we'd like to avoid taking stress if we can. Try to stun this guy as well. There we go. They're all stunned all the time, in a stunning ton of events. Yeah. Okay, resist the bleed. That's fine. That's fine. And it's now our turn to do the final bit of cleaning up in terms of both bodies. And nicely done. And just go for the torch here. Really, it's quite cynical. I just want the extra torchlight, and that's the cleanup. Very nice. We'll
Brought low driven into the mud.
make a regrettable choice and press on into the last room I think I'm going to be looking at. Nope, there's a barrier there. I don't have a shovel. Let's call time. So, how'd we do? Okie dokie. About 12.5k in gold. A decent stack of busts and portraits. Most importantly, we picked up 12 deeds and 16 crests, which helps us clamber back to where we were before we spent 20 on increasing our our coach and party size. We have another level 3 jester ready and raring to go, and no negative quirks to speak of.
Your soldiers' minds are mired in malignancy. Fear has taken root.
Okay, so negative 15 virtue chance on next quest would be something that I'd be genuinely terrified about if I ever allowed my people to lose their minds, which I do not. Having said that now, I'm probably going to get my ass handed to me in a way which is both humbling and absurd, but life is life and it carries on regardless. A couple trinkets to look at, consider I'm going to keep that, whether I'm going to ditch it and sell it for zig gold. In the meantime, I've been Ahdoom. This has been fun. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. If you could, I'd really appreciate it if you could like this video, tell me how I'm going, and if you wouldn't mind and want to see more of these, please subscribe. In any case, I'll catch you guys next time.